Shavasana today. Lying down and just taking a moment to come into the space and to just arrive here this beautiful Saturday morning, or beginning of springtime. Just taking a moment to reflect on this theme of gratitude that we've been working on through this month. And just pausing for a moment to notice from the start of our month until now, has anything shifted in your mindset around gratitude? Is there something that you're finding yourself really grateful for today that maybe wasn't something you were grateful for a week ago or 2 weeks ago? Just tuning into our body and gratitude within our body for our breath, for our movement, and however we move through our practice today, for this space. Noticing how you feel as you arrive. Just taking a scan from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. Noticing any areas that are speaking to you, any areas of tension or of ease. And we'll start with banana asana, bringing the ankles over to the bottom right corner. Cross the left ankle over the right, maybe. You could also, if that's a little too much sensation, just keep the ankles uncrossed. Shift the shoulders towards the top right corner. So you're creating that crescent or banana shape with the body. Arms can be at your sides, or you can bring them up a little higher. Maybe bringing the hands together or the arms kind of cactus to the sides with that 90-degree angle. Just try to keep your shoulders in contact with the earth here. So as you're drawing the arms up, just notice where that starts to be kind of difficult maybe, and then pausing there and just taking some time to settle into stillness. Just noticing the breath in the body at this point, just following the breath along the left side of the body. Feel into all of the spaces from your fingertips or even the crown of your head, all the way down to the sole of your left foot. Just feel into that space. Begin to breathe intentionally here, however that looks for you. If it's just slowing down the breath or creating some type of pattern with the breath. Bring the arms down to the sides, uncross the ankles, walking everything back through center. Just walk the feet in towards the hips and take some gentle windshield wiper motions with the knees back and forth. And just feel into that hip joint, a little bit of a rebound here, releasing any tension from the hips. See if you can make your movement really slow down, really taking in the sensations that arise in this movement, feeling into that stretch in the hips or maybe the lower back. Beautiful. Okay, bring the legs out long. Walk the ankles over to the left corner of the mat, maybe crossing that right ankle over the left. Shift the shoulders to the top left corner of the mat. Bring the arms out to the sides and find where you'd like them to be. Take a moment to adjust and then settle in. And as we breathe here, just coming back to that breath pattern, whatever it was for you, some intentional way of breathing into this space, feeling the openness of abundance this season. Following the breath again from the crown of the head or from the fingertips down to the sole of the right foot. Following that line of energy along the body. Feeling those sensations begin to awaken. Bring the arms down to the sides and cross the ankles and the shoulders and the hips back into alignment. Walk the feet in towards the hips and then draw the knees in towards the chest, grabbing on wherever you can and just taking a rock side to side, massaging the sacrum and the lower back. You may want to take some circles with the knees here. Anything that feels nourishing to this area, just awakening our roots. Perfect for the season of spring, just gently inviting this new energy into the body through our practice. And dropping the feet back down, bring the soles of the feet together and with the knees fall open for Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly. You can place blocks under the knees if you'd like for support. The feet can be closer in towards the body or further out. Just take a moment to find where you'd like your feet to be. Play around with this. Notice the sensations and where it feels best for you to pause and breathe into that space. You can place the hands on the belly and just feel the breath, fill the belly here. Let the knees be drawn down towards the earth or supported by your prop. Relax the shoulders and the hips, the jaw. And just follow the rise and fall of the belly, breathing deep into the belly, deep into the pelvic bowl. Accessing our capacity for gratitude and appreciation, for joy and abundance. Notice this rhythm of fullness and emptiness as we breathe into the belly. We're full, a time where we have so much, we're abundant, grateful for so many things in our experience. We exhale, creating space, noticing what we can let go of, what we can give to others. And again, we will find that fullness, the abundance. It's all a cycle, all a balance. Feel into that movement here. And our mantra for this month, just for today, I will be grateful. Maybe incorporating that here as we breathe into the belly. Just for today, I will be grateful. Bring the hands to the outside of the legs and use the arms to gently guide the knees back together. Set your props aside. We'll bring the legs out long, taking a big stretch all the way from the soles of the feet, reaching the arms overhead through the fingertips. And bring the arms down to the sides, walk the feet back in towards the hips. Locate one of your blocks and we'll take a supported bridge. Feet hip distance apart. Press into the earth with the feet, lifting the hips. Then placing your block on the widest part under the sacrum, not the lower back, but just below. Resting here. You can also use a blanket or no block at all. If this feels like it's a little too spicy for the morning practice, that's okay. You can always just lower back down. Bring the arms to the sides. And just let the weight of your body rest in the shoulders. Maybe tucking the chin in towards the chest a little. Drawing the awareness of the breath into the heart space. Feel the energy moving from the front side of the heart space to the back side of the heart space. Our weight rested here between the shoulders, allowing any tension or any hardness of the heart to melt away with each breath. Finding ourselves more open to receiving, to giving, to exploring the spaces in between. Press through the soles of the feet, lifting the hips. Taking the block out, setting it aside. Slowly lower the hips down. Maybe just take a couple of windshield wiper motions just to release that space of the lower back. And we'll roll to one side and come onto our bellies, finding Sphinx pose, bringing the legs out long behind you. Elbows can be under the shoulders, a little further up towards the side. As we're pressing into the forearms, just let go of any tension you might be holding in the glutes or in the legs. Maybe rocking the hips a little side to side. And press through the forearms, lifting the heart space. Draw the shoulder blades together, shining the heart center forward. Gaze can come between the hands. You can let the head hang heavy, or you can bring the gaze forward or even a little up. Breathing into the heart center here, just connecting with something you're grateful for today, or maybe you'd like to set an intention for your day, or the equinox, for the season. If at any time this feels a little too intense, you can always lower down to your forearms. If you'd like a little bit of a deeper sensation, you can bring the hands towards the front of the mat, pressing up into seal, and spending a couple of moments there if you feel called to. Just being really mindful of where your edge is, noticing where you begin to feel sensation, where it might be a little too much. We don't want any pinching or pulling or pain in the lower back. Wherever you can find stillness, to really take in the benefit of these poses, just finding that right space for you to be today. And slowly lower down, crossing the forearms at the top to rest the head. Taking a few breaths here. Bring the hands under the shoulders, pressing back, finding tabletop. So if you'd like to use the blanket for cushion, you can, as always. And knees stacked under the hips, wrists stacked under the shoulders, tops of our feet and our palms pressed into the mat. On the inhale, drop the belly, tailbone rises, gaze comes forward. Exhale, rounding into the cat, pushing into the earth, broaden through the shoulders and tuck the tailbone. Inhale into cow, tailbone rises, belly drops, heart open, gaze skyward. Exhale into cat, really creating some space in the back side of the heart. Rounding here, pressing the earth away. And inhale, drop the belly and just move through these cat cows for the next minute or so. Just feeling that energy flowing through the body, slowly beginning to awaken your life force energy. We move into the day. Feel into the edges and corners of the body and just take any nourishing movement here, even if it's not the cat cow motion, just rocking the hips or focusing on the shoulders or the neck. Take this time to nourish your body with movement in the ways that you intuitively feel called to. And come back to a neutral tabletop. Bring the big toes together. Walk the knees closer to the edges of the mat. Walk the hands back, sinking the hips down towards the heels, preparing for Balasana or wide-legged child's pose. As you sink the hips down, walk the hands out, lengthening through the rib cage. If you have sensitivity in your lower back, bring the knees in a little closer to support you. And then bring the heart space and maybe the forehead to the mat or to a block. Each exhale, feel the hips sinking down a little. Opening the heart space towards the earth beneath you. Settling into stillness. When we find stillness in yin, we create space in the body. We hold these poses for anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes. That creates space in the body, allowing the fascia that supports us, that supports our muscles and our bones, and quite literally holds us together, can get bound up. So when we hold these poses for a longer period of time, It allows that to release and creates more space in the body. When we think of more space, we think of holding and we think of creating space for energy, for receiving, for abundance. So tuning into the space that you're creating, not just in the belly and in the heart, but in the hips. We're focusing on the hips here, feeling those sensations, noticing where those sensations arise for you, and allowing those spaces to soften. And the gaze towards the fingertips, walk the hands back, slowly coming up, bring the knees towards each other, coming all the way up and just taking a moment to pause here. And take a little toe stretch. So bring the hands to the mat in front of you, tuck the toes, and send the hips back towards the heels, feeling into the soles of your feet, or little tap roots or toes reaching into the earth. You can walk the hands back a little more, maybe. It's a little more intense as we walk back, and maybe coming all the way up. If that feels too spicy, come back down. We won't be here too long, but you want to make sure that you're honoring your body. Stretch in through the toes, through the center of your feet. And then untuck the toes, tap the feet out. And we'll come to a seated position with the legs out along in front, finding caterpillar. So you may want to sit on a bolster or have the bolster even under your knees might be helpful. Maybe sitting on your blanket, rooting down through the sit bones, crown reaches skyward, shoulders drop down away from the ears, open through the heart space by drawing the shoulder blades together. Take a couple of breaths here. Just following the breath from the crown of your head to the base of your spine. Focusing on the breath from the crown of your head to the base of your spine and following that flow of energy. Rising up from your root on the inhale to the crown, and on the exhale, flowing down into the earth. And on the next inhale, lengthen taller through the spine. Keep the spine straight. Walk the hands out towards the feet. And wherever you meet resistance, if you feel strong sensation in the back of the legs or bellies, create some resistance. Wherever that is, then allow the spine to round. You can place blocks on the legs and rest your forehead if you'd like, or you can just let the head hang heavy towards the earth, drawing the crown down towards the earth. On the next exhale, follow the breath beyond the base of the spine, down through the soles of your feet, and then back up through the back side of the body to the crown of your head. Really tuning into the energy flowing along the entire posterior chain of the body, from the soles of your feet, through the heels, back of the legs, to the hips, and the back, through the spine, the neck, to the crown of your head. Just following the breath here. Let the shoulders be soft and the hips sink down. On your inhale, walk the hands back slowly. Bring the head up last. You come to the top, rolling the shoulders back. Head comes up last, reaching through the crown again, just grounding down. Cross the legs, coming into Sukhasana, easy seated pose. We'll take some gentle seated twists here. Breathing down through the sit bones, lengthening through the spine. Hands can come to the knees or to your sides. And we'll sweep up on the inhale, reaching skywards. Exhale, left hand to the right knee. Right hand plants on the earth. Lengthen on the inhale. Exhale, deepen a little, just bringing the gaze towards the right shoulder maybe. And settling in here, just focusing on releasing any excess energy from our practice, anything that we may have had come to the surface that we'd like to let go of. And just sending that down through the base of your spine on each breath. Let your exhale bring you back through center. Just walk the hands out a little in front with the spine around here, opening up through the shoulders. Walk the hands back. Uncross the legs and cross them the other direction. Reaffirm your connection with the earth. Bring the hands out to the sides or to the knees. Sweeping up on the inhale, lengthening. Exhale, right hand to the left knee, left fingertips to the mat. Lengthen on the inhale and on the exhale, deepen, drawing the gaze towards the left shoulder. Drop the right shoulder down, right hip down, finding some evenness here. And breathing in here to all of the space you've created in your practice, the space you're creating now by letting go, bringing gratitude for all of the abundance in our day. Slowly unwind with the exhale coming back through center. I'd like to take a little more time in our practice today to just reflect on our season, on what seeds we're setting or planting for springtime, what abundance this will lead to. Just finding a comfortable way to sit during this brief reflection, meditation. We'll begin with just noticing our connection with the earth and drawing our awareness there. The support of the earth in all of our practice, on and off the mat, all of the abundance that the earth provides through these seasonal changes, noticing the seasons and cycles within us, what we've let go of over this winter, the space that we've created to cultivate something new. Our affirmation for the month has been I welcome abundance into my heart. I'm open to the abundance of this moment, or something like that. I think I lost it. That's okay. Just finding openness to the abundance of this present moment. What seeds are you planting in this fertile soil, the earth within you? Envisioning those intentions, not yet looking ahead, not picking flowers. We're setting the landscape, nurturing the earth, ground where we lay our seeds. Being open to whatever abundance comes from this in the months ahead. Place the hands over the heart space, just feeling in these intentions, these seeds that we're planting, with a last sentiment of gratitude towards ourselves for finding the time on a Saturday morning to come to this practice, to be intentional about our movement and our mindset, to move our bodies in any way whatsoever that is nourishing to us, and to honor our bodies where they are today. Thank you for joining me for this morning practice in the spring equinox. May you walk in loving kindness. May you share the unique gift that is you. And may you remember your true essence is love. Thank you. Thank you.